Welcome to AI Unveiled Daily Brief, your essential guide to the rapidly evolving AI landscape. I'm your host, Asif. Now, if you're joining us for the first time, we break down complex AI developments into clear, actionable insights. Today's episode, the AI Workforce Revolution, White-Collar Disruption. The Information's AI Agenda live conference took place this week in San Francisco, bringing together the industry's most influential voices to discuss the future of artificial intelligence. Based on comprehensive reporting from the event, today I'll analyze what these developments mean for knowledge workers across key industries. The signals coming from the conference were unmistakable. AI assistants are rapidly advancing beyond basic tasks and moving into specialized fields like law, medicine, finance, and entertainment. Arvind Jain, co-founder and CEO of Glean, didn't mince words when discussing current corporate strategies. We have tech companies very actively thinking about how I can reduce my IT staff, HR support staff, customer service teams. This isn't speculative futurism anymore. It's active planning happening across the tech sector. In my conversations with industry leaders over the past month, I've noticed this same shift in tone. Vinod Khosla's comments at the conference further reinforced what many of us in the AI community have been tracking. Financial disciplines like accounting would, quote, see massive change very quickly. Khosla's assessment was particularly revealing, saying, whether you are a doctor or an accountant or other thing, you can get AI interns working for you, expanding your bandwidth. And then he delivered the harsh reality, adding, that's a more polite way of saying it's a little bit of time before your job gets replaced. The discourse has evolved rapidly. What we were theorizing about in closed-door strategy sessions just 2 years ago is now being openly discussed as inevitable implementation. The question is no longer if knowledge work will transform, but how quickly and in what sequence. Let me help break down how specific sectors are experiencing this disruption. In legal services, the billable hours model faces fundamental challenges from AI agents. As Jane pointed out, if I'm providing legal services, now my customers are going to expect, why are you actually billing me for 20 hours? And AI can do this stuff in 1 minute for you, right? This aligns with trends I've been tracking in legal tech. Anthropic's Chief Science Officer, Jared Kaplan, confirmed that law firms are increasingly adopting their Claude models, creating headwinds for specialized legal AI startups like Harvey and Legora. In finance, the vulnerabilities in accounting and financial analysis have been evident to industry insiders for some time. Kaplan's comments about finance firms rapidly adopting advanced language models suggest the timeline for transformation is accelerating beyond what many analysts have predicted. In healthcare, the efficiency gains in biotech are particularly noteworthy. Companies leveraging AI to process drug trial data are reportedly reducing timeframes from weeks to minutes. These order of magnitude improvements will likely catalyze a complete rethinking of research methodologies. In entertainment, media companies are displaying more caution than other sectors. According to Adobe's digital media CTO Ely Greenfield, studios are interested in production efficiencies, but remain concerned about training data provenance, regulatory frameworks, and brand perception. The questions being asked, what is it trained on? And how does this impact our brand? Reflect the unique challenges of creative industries. While much of the public conversation focuses on chip constraints or funding limitations, the conference highlighted a more fundamental bottleneck that many of us in the field have been concerned about: electricity infrastructure. Chris James from Engine No. 1 articulated this challenge with remarkable clarity. I think we're at the point where we have, for lack of a better word, sucked out most of the extra power in the US system. His firm is now financing gas turbines for major data center projects, anticipating the massive demand surge. The scale of this challenge is staggering. James projects the US will need an additional 70 to 130 gigawatts of power capacity over the next 5 years to maintain AI competitiveness. That exceeds what all major cloud providers currently consume. The situation has become so constrained that there are a number of stranded data centers that have GPUs that don't have power. This infrastructure gap introduces a fascinating dynamic in the global AI race. As Aaron Jin from Hydra Host observed, until we in the US get serious about how we deploy our own natural resources to propel AI, we could be very quickly swept aside and other countries' frameworks get adopted. The mismatch between algorithmic advancement timelines and energy infrastructure development cycles could reshape competitive advantages in ways few are discussing. in mainstream technology forums. Through my analysis of market movements and industry positioning, I've identified 3 strategic approaches emerging in response to these changes. First, the cautious integrator. Experian exemplifies the measured approach in regulated industries. Despite market pressures, they waited 2 years after ChatGPT's launch before releasing their conversational AI search tool. Their EVP, Sri Santhanam, explained the rationale. We are operating in a space with regulated data, and data privacy is paramount for us. Their partnership with Dynamo AI for implementation guardrails represents a pattern I'm seeing across financial services. Second, the industry specialist. Vertical SaaS companies like ServiceTitan demonstrate superior positioning compared to horizontal solutions. By focusing exclusively on trades like plumbing and construction, they've established proprietary data moats that allow them to selectively sprinkle in AI features, rather than fundamentally reinventing their business models. This targeted approach is proving more resilient against AI disruption. Third, the legacy reinventor, pre-ChatGPT. AI companies have faced existential challenges. As Lightspeed Ventures partner, Guru Shahal observed, these companies had to go through this exercise of having a conversation with your end customer and helping them understand why you're still relevant. Snorkel AI's pivot from traditional language model applications to generative AI customization reflects the kind of strategic agility required for survival. Looking ahead, here's my analysis of where these trends are taking us. First, we're witnessing role redefinition rather than wholesale job elimination. The value of human judgment in complex decision environments remains, but the nature of knowledge work is transforming fundamentally. As PagerDuty's CIO, Eric Johnson, acknowledged, Gen AI is still going to make mistakes. Having a human in the loop is going to continue to be important. However, that human involvement will require different capabilities than traditional professional training has emphasized. Second, transformation velocity will vary significantly by industry characteristics. Sectors with physical components or heavy regulation will experience more gradual evolution, while pure knowledge industries face more immediate disruption. The accounting profession appears particularly exposed based on current capability trajectories. Third, energy infrastructure may become the defining factor in national AI competitiveness, potentially reshaping the geopolitical technology landscape. Countries able to rapidly expand power generation capacity could gain unexpected advantages regardless of their current AI positioning. Finally, a new form of digital divide is emerging, not between technology haves and have-nots, but between organizations capable of effective AI implementation and those that cannot adapt. Small and medium enterprises without specialized AI resources may face significant competitive challenges against AI-enhanced larger players. That concludes today's analysis on AI Unveiled, Daily Brief. Starting next week, I'll be launching a special monthly series examining AI hype versus reality, separating genuine breakthroughs from marketing noise as we analyze the most significant developments from the start of this year. Have thoughts or questions about today's briefing? Connect with me on professional networks or leave a comment on our podcast platform. If you found value in today's analysis, please share it with colleagues navigating these changes. Until tomorrow, this is Asif, helping you decode the AI revolution one insight at a time.